In the summer of 2010, a college student named Mark Reynolds stumbled upon a dusty box of VHS tapes at a rural Oklahoma estate sale. Each tape was labeled with a date, ranging from 1987 to 1994, and a cryptic title, Prophecies, Visions, or simply Watch Later. Curious, Mark brought them home, cleaned the VCR heads, and inserted the first tape. What he saw felt like a glitch in time. A grainy, handheld camera shot of an older man introducing himself as Dr. Felix Harper, standing in a dimly lit basement lined with shelves of cassette decks and film reels. Harper claimed in a monotone voice that he had invented a device capable of glimpsing future events. On screen, he held up a bulky, homemade gadget, an assemblage of wires, LEDs, and a half-built circuit board. He warned viewers that these recordings were snapshots of what is to come. Over the next 90 minutes, the tape jumped between scenes. A television newsroom reporting on an unprecedented attack on the World Trade Center, dated September 2001. A newspaper headline reading Market Crashes, 2008 Global Recession, complete with grainy footage of panicked traders. A weather report from December 2019 showing official warnings about a novel coronavirus spreading across Asia. Each segment was time-stamped, with Harper's narration claiming he had recorded them in 1990, years before the events occurred. At first, Mark assumed amateur theatrics or a hoax. People often splice old footage with newer clips and add fake dates. But when he paused the tape, the bottom corner timestamp on the VCR screen read "3 in 12, 1990. Mark rewound, recorded the date on his personal camcorder and played it again. The date stayed. The footage was genuine late 80s analog video. Skeptical by nature, Mark invited friends to view the tapes. They scoffed, offering explanations. Video editing can fake anything. Maybe Harper found old stock footage and applied voiceover later. So Mark stripped the tapes of their audio, leaving only the raw black and white images. Alone, he watched the September 2001 news scene. No news ticker, no channel logo, nothing to identify its origin. Just reporters talking about events that hadn't yet happened. Mark reached out to video forensics experts. One specialist, Claire Donovan, used forensic enhancement to examine tape splices, seeking evidence of tampering. Her report: there were no visible edits, no generation jumps, and the video noise pattern matched an unmodified VHS source. Frame by frame, the grain, the dust, and the analog transmission glitches were consistent with a single, continuous recording dating back to 1990. She concluded it was, at minimum, a technically unaltered tape, not an obvious copy of later news footage. Next, a historian named Dr. Samuel Ortega analyzed the December 2019 segment. He cross-referenced weather forecasts, air traffic control feeds, and early pandemic warnings. The reporter's voice, when slowed down, matched local Oklahoma accents. Not any broadcast network. The studio set design, scuffed floor tiles, a green screen projected cityscape, matched small market news stations of the late 80s. Yet he was describing travel bans in Wuhan, China, a concept almost unimaginable in 1990. The tapes spread quickly online, uploaded in low resolution to avoid triggering copyright flags. View counts skyrocketed into millions. Forums filled with theories. Some said Dr. Harper was a time traveler who returned to warn humanity. Others believed he had access to a secret government project using quantum entanglement and psychic mediums to glimpse the future. Conspiracy theorists linked Harper to Area 51, MK Ultra, or a hidden Time Research Institute, buried somewhere in rural Kansas. Researchers even drove to the Oklahoma address on the tapes, an abandoned farmhouse with a collapsing roof and broken windows. Local records showed it belonged to a Felix Harper family until 1992, but no birth or death certificates. The nearest neighbor, now in his 70s, recalled seeing a strange inventor coming and going at odd hours, hauling equipment and filming what looked like homemade experiments. But he remembered no predictions, nothing that suggested future sight capabilities. The most chilling tape was marked December 2004. It showed a mediumistic seance in Harper's basement, flickering candlelight, and a voice whispered, "The oceans will boil, the skies will bleed, the end draws near." At first, viewers assumed metaphor, yet researchers later pointed out that exact phrase appeared in an obscure prophecy attributed to a 17th century mystic, well before Harper's birth. Did Harper read the ancient text and record a bit of showmanship? Or did he channel something beyond our understanding? Every attempt to locate Dr. Harper, or anyone who worked with him, hit a wall. No family members answered phone calls, no scholarly journals mentioned his name. The Time Research Institute on his business card turned out to be a defunct P.O. box in Tulsa. It was as if Harper simply evaporated from history. Today, a handful of VHS collectors guard original copies. Some believe destroying the tapes would erase evidence of a truth too unsettling to accept, that time isn't linear, that someone truly saw tomorrow. Others argue that Harper's work, whether hoax or miracle, reminds us how fragile our perception of reality is. If you ever come across a VHS tape labeled Prophecies or Future Visions, consider the possibility that it might hold a glimpse of what's to come, or a mirror reflecting our deepest fears. Because in the static of old analog video, reality and fiction blur, and you have to decide which is which. If this mystery blew your mind, hit like and subscribe for more hidden truths and unsolved stories. This is Before It's Gone, uncovering the truth, one mystery at a time.